Hollywood is buzzing as celebs are choosing sides in the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni lawsuit. The drama is heating up, and it's got everyone wondering, whose side are your favorite stars on? But here's where it gets even juicier. Some surprising names are stepping into the spotlight to back their favorites. This isn't just a legal battle, it's turning into a full-blown celebrity showdown. Let's dive into all the details. First on the list is Lively's Gossip Girl co-star, Leighton Meester. Now, Leighton has not specifically come out to say that she supports Justin, but there are rumors that she hates Lively, and for the record, she doesn't follow Lively on Instagram.
I got extra curious and I went to the profile for Leighton Meester. And Leighton Meester does not follow Blake Lively either.
Now, there are many reasons why Leighton seems to dislike Lively. In fact, in 2008, New York Magazine reported that the two stars were said to avoid each other like a plague. The tension between Lively and Leighton while on the set of Gossip Girl was so terrible that their co-stars were forced to take sides. However, another reason why Leighton may dislike Lively so much could be because of Lively's insensitive comments about Leighton. During one interview, the host asks who didn't want to act in a cage, and Blake says some of us started in a cage, obviously making a direct swipe at Leighton because she was actually born inside a prison.
Who else didn't want to act in a cage?
Well,
and require a cage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell people the situation that you were in with your parents and everything.
My parents had been part of a very interesting lifestyle, I guess you could say.
They were in prison.
Yes.
Okay.
But Lively's jokes were not funny to fans. In fact, many people were offended by her inappropriate remarks about Leighton. For instance, this user said, "No way she dared to say some of us started in a cage knowing that Leighton was born in prison. How entitled and inhumane. I feel sick to my stomach. I believe now that Blake is a mean girl born with silver spoon in her mouth. Absolutely disgusting. That's why Leighton is loved so much. After everything she's been through, she stayed classy." And someone else added, "The cage joke is unhinged, completely out of pocket, wicked, and truly evil given Leighton was born in jail. Poor Leighton, she didn't deserve that, especially not in front of all those cameras." Brandon Sklenar. First on our list of celebs supporting Blake Lively is her It Ends With Us co-star Brandon Sklenar, who played the role of Atlas in the film, Brandon Sklenar. Brandon took to his Instagram story to side with Lively by linking the New York Times article that first broke the news of Lively's alleged allegations. Brandon then went one step further to tag Lively with a red heart emoji, writing, "For the love of God, read this." But this is not the first time Brandon has publicly shown his support for Lively. So Brandon came to Lively's defense in August amid the backlash against Lively and a rumor of a beef with Justin. Brandon took to his Instagram story and wrote, "I wanted to take a minute and address all this stuff swirling online, vilifying the woman who put so much of their heart and soul into making this film because they believe so strongly in its message that it seems counterproductive and detracts from what this film is about." However, it looks like Brandon might be supporting Lively out of fear for Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, who are considered high profiles in the industry. And this is why I think so. In Brandon's Instagram story post, he seemed uncertain about what exactly happened behind the scenes, but still decided to go with the flow by supporting Lively. He wrote, "What may or may not have happened behind the scenes does not and hopefully should not detract from what our intentions were in making this film." When Brandon says whether something happened or didn't happen behind the scenes, he's obviously acknowledging that something might not have happened as Lively claims. Either way, he has still remained supportive of Lively's claims. Gina Rodriguez. Next up, we've got Gina Rodriguez, Justin Baldoni's close friend and Jane the Virgin co-star. And let me tell you, she's riding hard for him in this whole drama with Blake Lively. Gina has always hyped Justin for being a stand-up guy both on and off set, and she's making it clear whose side she's on. She's calling Justin one of her closest friends, and while she's not spilling much about the legal battle, she's vouching for his character, saying he's one of the kindest, most respectful people she's ever worked with. Gina even brought up how Justin goes out of his way to make everyone feel welcome on set, and she's convinced he's innocent. She straight up said she believes in justice and has no doubt Baldoni will clear his name. And if that's not enough, she also praised him as a loyal husband and a caring friend, saying the way he treats his wife, Emily, is nothing short of amazing. In an interview with People, she even called him her brother forever. So yeah, Gina's all in on Team Justin. She said, "Justin is a sweet, sweet soul. Man, He's a sweetie pie. That's my brother forever. Forever and ever. When Justin heard what Gina said, he admitted it really hit home for him, especially with everything going on right now. And let's not forget, Gina's comments came right when the rumors about Justin and Blake Lively's alleged falling out were making headlines. Talk about perfect timing. Ferreira, Amber Tamlin, and Alexis Bledel. Also on Team Blake are America Ferreira, Amber Tamlin, and Alexis Bledel, Lively's co-stars in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. They showed their support for Lively publicly when they took to social media to issue a joint statement amidst her legal battle against Justin. They wrote, "As Blake's friends and sisters for over 20 years, we stand with her in solidarity as she fights back against the reported campaign waged to destroy her reputation. Throughout the filming of It Ends With Us, we saw her summon the courage to ask for a safe workplace for herself and colleagues on set, and we are appalled to read the evidence of a premeditated and vindictive effort that ensued to discredit her voice. The hypocrisy is outstanding." Now their joint statement came after the New York Times posted an article saying we can bury anyone inside a Hollywood smear machine, an article intended to defame Justin for allegedly trying to use a smear campaign against Lively. Penn Badgley. Next up, Penn Badgley, Lively's co-star in Gossip Girl. But more than that, Lively and Penn dated from 2007 to 2010 after meeting on set. But here's an intriguing twist. Penn appears to have struck up a bromance with Baldoni. Penn and Justin have featured on podcasts together and are both following each other on social media, but Penn doesn't seem to be following Lively. In fact, Penn follows his other co-stars from Gossip Girl like Leighton Meester.
Hurry. Go to IG and go to Penn Badgley's profile. You can see who he's following and who he is not following. Do you know who Penn Badgley is not following? His Gossip Girl co-star Blake Lively. He is following his other Gossip Girl co-star Leighton Meester. You know who else he is following? Not following Blake Lively, Penn Badgley is following Justin Baldoni.
Although Penn hasn't directly said anything about the lawsuits between Lively and Baldoni, his subtle approach to following his other Gossip Girl co-stars but not Lively speaks volumes. And as if that wasn't enough, he's following Justin, shares the same religion with him, and hosts him on his podcast. If this doesn't say anything, it does speak volumes about Penn's solidarity with Justin. Bart Johnson. The next celeb we'll be talking about is Bart Johnson, Blake Lively's brother-in-law. Bart has been supportive of Lively in the Lively and Justin saga, and responding to the New York Times post, Bart wrote this about Justin. Her complaints were filed during filming, on record, long before the public conflict. The cast unfollowed him for a reason. Read this article before spitting ignorance. His PR team was stellar, gross and disgusting but highly effective. No one is without fault, but the public got played. Now it's true that most of the cast from It Ends With Us are not following Justin, and according to Bart, that alone speaks volumes about what the cast think about Justin. It's also not the first time Bart is supporting Lively in this drama between her and Justin. Bart took to social media to defend Lively when she faced backlash during her efforts to promote the film It Ends With Us. But here comes the twist. He now seems to have backtracked and has publicly apologized to Justin for anything unkind he may have said about him. Hassan Minhaj. Back on Team Justin, it looks like there are still some of the It Ends With Us cast and crew sticking up for him.
Now being reported that some of the cast and crew from It Ends With Us have been supporting Justin Baldoni during the alleged feud because they think he got screwed over by Blake Lively. An It Ends With Us source confirmed to TMZ that while there is a rift between the cast and crew, there's no clear-cut villain, and a lot of them are siding with Justin because he was a generally nice guy to work with.
Hassan Minhaj seems to be the only actor from It Ends With Us who may be publicly supporting Justin Baldoni. Interestingly, Hassan has refused to speak on the lawsuit against Justin. While Hassan hasn't directly talked about the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's conflict, it's safe to say he's keeping quiet about the situation because he probably doesn't believe Lively's story. I mean, he was on set too and saw everything. In fact, Hassan presented Justin Baldoni with an award for being an ally to women's rights 1 week before the Blake Lively lawsuit against Baldoni. I don't think he'll do something like that if he thinks Justin. women. Colleen Hoover. This next one is a bit of a controversy. Colleen Hoover, who wrote the best-selling novel which the movie It Ends With Us is based on. When Justin Baldoni's Wayfarer Studios took up the project of filming Colleen Hoover's story, Colleen was super excited about the idea of her novel coming to life. Colleen called Lively her dream Lily, and of course Justin her perfect Ryle. But when Lively filed a lawsuit against Justin, claiming that Justin's tried to destroy her reputation and caused her, quote, severe emotional distress while working on the film, Colleen publicly expressed her support for Lively on her Instagram story while sharing a photo of herself and Lively having a hug. She said, "At Blake Lively, you have been nothing but honest, kind, supportive, and patient since the day we met. Thank you for being exactly the human that you are. Never change, never wilt." However, in a twist of events, Colleen has reportedly deactivated her Instagram account amidst heated lawsuits between Lively and Baldoni. In fact, it looks like Colleen has quietly withdrawn her support for Lively, or so it appears, especially since all the allegations from Lively are looking a bit twisted. Bradley Corbett. Bradley Corbett is an epic director who supported Baldoni in the filmmaking industry. People think Bradley is giving some subtle support to Justin.
Some fans believe that director Brady Corbett gave a subtle hint of support to Justin Baldoni at the Golden Globes last night.
Final cut tie break goes to the director. That's sort of a controversial statement. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be controversial at all.
Now Justin's lawsuit claims that 2 different edits of It Ends With Us emerged during production, one overseen by Justin, the director and lead actor, and a second one by Lively, who would later gain a producer credit as her version became the final film. But before Lively's cut was finally chosen, Justin's complaint claims that Lively wasn't happy with the final cut and even threatened to back out of promoting the film. This put Sony Pictures in a tough spot, so they decided to test both versions with focus groups to see which one worked better. Although Justin's version tested significantly higher than Lively's, Lively still managed to bully Justin out of all artwork, stripped him of his A Film By credit, and made sure her cut was released to the public. While I'm not particularly taking sides with Lively or Justin, it's obvious that there's a struggle from Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to take over the ownership and production of the movie, which Justin himself worked hard to direct. From threatening Justin with her 2 dragons, who are of course Taylor Swift and Ryan Reynolds, who can make life miserable for people, to ordering a gag order to restrain Justin from revealing pictures and videos to the general public, I think Lively is a horrible bully who thinks she can have what she wants anytime. Anyways, what do y'all think about the celebs supporting Lively and Justin? Do you think their support is gonna make one person win the lawsuit against the other? Y'all, don't forget to leave your opinions in the comment section and be sure to check out our other videos.